Good morning, students. Welcome in video lecture of electronic devices and circuits. We are already discussing unit number 2, MOSFET and its analysis. In previous lecture, we discussed the point as non-ideal voltage current characteristics. That point we already discussed in previous lecture. In that, we discussed the exactly the you can say that operation of that particular MOSFET once again for that ideal VI characteristics. Then some sort of the biasing of that particular MOSFET, that all things we are discussing. We will see once again because by considering that point, our today's topic is we are going to discuss one. That means under the non-ideal voltage current characteristics, we are going to see the some sort of the you can see that additional effects or that effects you can say that effects of that particular MOSFET when it is considered for this particular working in that particular thing. So once again, we will briefly will see that particular thing. This particular non-ideal voltage current characteristics. In that we seen that how the MOSFET it is considered one. Normally, this MOSFET is a commonly used in a compact transistor in digital and in analog electronics. And due to the development of this particular MOSFET, there is a huge you can see that upgradation or revolution in that particular electronics field it is happened one. And here the current which is established in a MOSFET is it is totally due to the formation of the inversion layer, formation of that particular inversion layer in the you can see that that particular in between that particular source and drain region, or that due to that gate voltage whatever that inversion layer it is formed due to that again whatever the charge it is moved one from source to drain, it is again controlled by the gate voltage that we are discussed one. Now the biasing of this particular MOSFET also we seen one, in that how the biasing it is happen one. And the here the two figures are shown here. That means the MOSFET which is connected here in figure A with having the you can see that substrate and source it is grounded one, and gate voltage it is less than that particular threshold voltage. At that time, what is the situation of this particular MOSFET? It is we already seen one. That means here there is no any inversion layer it is created in that particular channel, and due to that there is no any current conduction happens from the drain to source, that we already seen. Now next figure in this particular slide it is shows that exactly the when we are considering the that particular VGS voltage, it is greater than that particular threshold voltage. At that time, what happened in that particular channel? That means in between the source and drain region, that channel is there. That in that channel, the what we can say that the that inversion layer it is created one. Okay, that and due to that what has happens, the charge or major the carriers they are traveling from the source to the drain, and due to this majority carriers which is starting to flow from the source to drain, due to this the conventional current it is starting flow through this particular drain region to channel towards the source, that we discussed one, that we discussed one in the previous you can see that picture. Now by considering that concept, how the exactly here the what we can say that characteristics graph it is considered one, that means graph which is giving the voltage and current relation, that we discussed one. right? That means we've gone through this particular thing. That means at VGS, we consider that that particular voltage, gate voltage, it is we are saying that this positivity we are increasing one. That means 1 to positive 1, positive 2, positive 3. That is from 0 to towards the positive, we are increasing that particular gate voltage, and accordingly we are again observing the what exactly the that particular current and voltage related relation it is considered for that particular gate voltage, that here discussed in this particular. That means this slide shows that particular point. Now for this particular thing, there are two biasing concepts are considered. One is the case that VGS is very less than VT. During that condition, there is no current which is flowing through the drain to source due to there is a no layer which is formed in that particular channel, which is called as the inversion layer. It is not generated one. That due to that there is no eddy current. This is the one condition. Another condition is that another case is that during this biasing, VGS when it is greater than VT at that time, then the that particular positive due to the positive voltage which is applied to the that particular gate, right? Due to that, the increase in that particular gate voltage, and when it is reaches to the threshold voltage or that particular greater than threshold voltage, then due to that and the positive voltage which is applied to drain with respect to source, due to that what happens, the majority carriers which are considered from the source, entering from the source and existing from the drain, it is traveling through that particular region. That means from the, you can see that channel, okay, due to that inversion layer it is generated, and that effect it is happen one. This is the second case, and as per the conventional direction current it is flowing from the drain towards the source that we discussed, right? And depending on that there are three, you can see that modes are considered. One is the cutoff mode, another is the trial mode, or it is called as the linear region, and third one is the saturation region. This thing we are considered one, right? And the next is the dependence of the current on the voltage applied. See, in that also we discussed that whatever the drain current it is flowing one from the drain to source from that particular channel region towards that particular thing, it is again dependent on the voltage applied to the gate terminal. It is correct one, because as that voltage, if that voltage it is less than the threshold voltage, then it is again that current whatever it is flowing one, it is very less, or you can say there is no current as it is not there. Threshold voltage it is not reaches that by the gate voltage. If the gate voltage it is increased one, then and it reaches or it is greater than that particular threshold voltage, that means there that inversion layer it is created in that particular channel, and due to that what happens, that current it is starting flow from the drain to the source. That thing it is happening. This is the, you can see, and due to that here it is said that current it is again dependent on the voltage applied. Okay, this is the one case related to the, you can see that the gate voltage. Another point is that whatever the you are applying the voltage to the again that drain to source, that is also we have to consider in our mind, because that is also, you can see that varying the some sort of the increase in the current. You just remember that thing, right? This is the, you can see that consideration of this particular the non-ideal current and voltage characteristics of the that particular MOSFET. Now, whatever we discussed from this particular first point to the up to this point, by considering that point of view, we are going to discuss the exactly what effects are happening when it is considered that particular transistor or that particular MOSFET, and what exactly effects are happening in that particular thing we are going to discuss. See, first effect is the finite output resistance. I already said that again MOSFET it is having high input impedance. Okay, and here we are going to discuss the output resistance. Um, Maybe you can call it as the channel resistance or that particular whatever the that region. Due to that whatever the current it is flowing from the drain to source, whatever that region is there, that region resistance you have to consider here. Now, here it is point is that finite output resistance effect, how it is happening and what the exact thing is there and what is the that particular relation is there that we are going to see here. Now, this resistance is a function of the current flow in the statement is there and which is actually driven by the Poisson's charge transport. You can think about the resistance as the component of the some things which are here discussed as the things are these are things are which are what first one is the vertical field, then the second one is the horizontal field and the collision of that particular majority as well as whatever the electrons it is going from one region to the another region. However, you can just work back from the current equation also. Okay, now here this whatever the two sentences it is there on that thing we are going to discuss some sort of the things and then we will come back to the that particular equations. See, whatever the resistance it is considered in that particular output side or in that drain to that source and that particular channel path and all that thing, it is a function of the current which is flowing in that particular channel. Why? Because whenever we are applying the gate voltage, then due to that gate voltage VGS, okay, that inversion layer it is generated one, and as the threshold voltage it is reaches by that VGS, at that time that inversion region, okay, it is again generated and due to that particular channel it is having that particular region, the whatever the majority carriers are from the source, they are again traveling through the particular channel towards the drain. And whenever this particular thing happening, at that time, current, conventional current, it is starting flow from the drain to the source. And once the drain, that drain current it is starting to flow, that means the resistance of that particular channel it is, you can see that as proportional to that particular current flowing in that particular thing. Why? Because of that particular applied voltage to the gate terminal as well as the again VDS. That is the thing, right? And whatever the resistance is there, it is again with that particular function of the ID current. Remember that. Now, these components, now see here, these components of the whatever the this particular resistance which is considered here, again it is related to that particular electric vertical field, that means that particular inversion layer, horizontal field, that means the entire channel, and whatever the electrons it is flowing from in that particular channel, that things we have to consider. Apart from that, again we have to work on that particular current equation. And that equation, just I am coming back to that equation, it is considering that particular either that width, length, that capacitance of that particular thing, that means that you can see the channel, that constants, gate voltage, threshold voltage, voltage which is applied to the drain to source, all these things we have to, it is considered in this particular ID equation. Okay, and from that equation, as we know that phi is equal to IR, okay, to get that here, what we have to consider here? PDS upon that particular ID we are considering. And by considering that here we applied this equation becomes as the, see here, R naught is equal to this particular finite output resistance is equal to the above equation, right? L upon W, 2K, whatever that UG and all that thing, it is given. This is the, you can see that the effect of this particular output resistance. See, output resistance, it is due to that particular, whatever the current it is flowing in that channel. Okay, that is the function of that thing. And apart from the variations of that particular fields, inversion layer, horizontal, whatever that particular current it is considered from source to drain and all that, and the that particular collision of the electrons. That is also, that means majority carriers, that is also considered here. And apart from that, here this equation it is considered, which is having some sort of the parameters of that particular FET, as well as the voltage which is considered to the terminals, entire terminals, with respect to that with consideration of that particular threshold voltage. And by using that IR equation, that means V is equal to IR, here R naught is the is calculated as the VDS divided by ID, because that particular VDS we are applying to that particular drain to source terminals, and ID it is flowing through that particular drain to source. That is the consideration, and that it is calculated on. This is the thing. Now here graph shows what exactly happened here. Graph shows that as the VD, that means voltage, drain voltage, it is there, as it is increasing one. That resistance is, it is some sort of, it is even though there is a small slope, but it is a some sort of the constant one. But once that threshold voltage it is happens, okay, there is a you can see that some sort of the constant current it is considered one, even though there is increase in the that VDS. And due to that constant current, this again resistance it is get some sort of the increase one. Remember, see in that particular figure. Due to the threshold voltage, you can see the resistance go up as approach the threshold voltage. Okay, that threshold voltage you are approached one, or that sub threshold voltage it is approached one. Now sub threshold voltage we are going to see what exactly there. Due to the threshold voltage, you can see that resistance go up as approaches sub threshold. Sorry, just I said that only threshold. Here sub threshold once it is approached, and that sub threshold we are going to see in the next lecture. What exactly mean? Okay, that is the thing. But once it is that threshold voltage approach, some duration as VD it is increases, VDS it is increases. For that duration, that current it is flowing some sort of the constant, but there is a some sort of the variation in that particular resistance you are getting here. See the small slope is there, but after that it is a rise in that particular resistance. It is upon, and it is due to the sub threshold. You will see that. Okay, this is the all about the finite output resistance. Now, body effect, which is the another thing. Now, in VI analysis, that means this particular voltage, current and voltage analysis, we assume that the substrate and source, the whatever the of this particular MOSFETs are there, it is again grounded one, right? Here, see here in this figure, VB sub, that substrate voltage VB, it is said here, it is equal to 0, right? Now, it is type ground, it is shown as 0. Then there is one question: what happens if the substrate voltage of NMOS is dropped below source voltage? Below source voltage, that means you are applying some sort of the negative voltage. What happens? See here, what happens? Now, to understand this effect, suppose Vs is equal to 0, already this is shown in the figure. Vd is equal to again 0, that means drain voltage is also 0. And Vg is somewhat less than that particular VTH, that means it is not reached to that particular threshold voltage. And that, so that the depletion region is formed under the gate, but inversion channel does not exist. Depletion layer it is formed one. Why? Because of this particular negative voltage. Right? Here it is the depletion region it is formed. Okay, now see here, that thing is there, right? But inversion layer it is not formed. See, okay. Now as VB becomes more negative, now VB is 0, but it is not the more negative. It is the first case. Now as the VB it is more negative, that means it is very less than that particular your Vs is equal to 0. That means Vs. Okay, that means more holes are attracted to the substrate connection, leaving larger negatively charged ions behind. That is, the depletion region becomes wider. See in this particular figure. See in this particular figure. Vb, when it is made more negative, that means we are applying the negative voltage to this particular substrate. And here in this figure, just see here. And here, as it is made more negative than Vs, then there is a increase in the depletion layer. It is happened. Right now, here, here more holes are attracted to the substrate connection, leaving a large negatively charged ions behind. Right, large amount of that particular ion charges are they are living in that particular region. That means the depletion layer it is region it is increasing one, becomes wider one, as shown in the figure. Okay, next figure, just whatever I shown. As we know that here, this figure. Okay, as we know that the threshold voltage is a function of the total charge in the depletion region, and that is the Q depletion. Now the threshold voltage is a function of the total charge in the depletion region, that is the Q dip. Thus, as the body voltage Vp drops, then depletion region it is increases, which increases the threshold voltage. See here, which increases the threshold voltage Vg. Right? That means it is increasing the threshold voltage large, making, okay, that is the thing. This effect is called as the body effect or backgate effect. It is called as the body effect or a backgate effect. Okay, see in this particular figure. See, as large negative charge are left in that particular substrate, due to that here threshold voltage it is increases. Okay, when the body bias voltage, now here body bias voltage, that means substrate voltage, VSB is applied between source and body, the surface potential required for the strong inversion is increased and become 2 phi F plus VSB. 2 pi F plus VSB, and the charge stored in the depletion region can be expressed here. Whatever the charge equation is there, it is given here. And from the preceding discussion, it is clear that VSB has the impact on the threshold voltage. That is the thing. As the VSB, you are increasing one, which is again if affecting on this particular threshold voltage. And that is called as the body effect, which is considered. Right? And that threshold voltage it is given in that equation as the feed threshold O, right, plus lambda into mod of 2 phi f plus VSB mod minus mod of 2 pi f, okay, where Vf is given as the lambda 2q epsilon SI. Okay, this is the body effect of that particular, you can see that MOSFET. What this thing? That means as you are making the VB, that means substrate in voltage more negative, that threshold effect it is, sub threshold it is happen or threshold increases one, and this effect is called as the body effect. This effect is called as the body effect or a gate effect. Okay. So this point is up to this point we have discussed the effect of that as per the syllabus. So just I want to share this particular mobility variations. This is the another effect in that particular thing. Just I will discuss this particular here. Ideal VI relationship. We assume that the mobility was constant. This assumption must be modified for two reasons. The first reason is the variation of the mobility with gate voltage, and the second reason is the effective carrier mobility decreases as the carrier approaches the velocity saturation limit. Okay, which is already just gone through that. As there is a, you can see that whenever the gate voltage it is increases one, and there is an increase in the VDS is there. Some point it comes when there is the sudden increase of that particular current it is happens so that here, and this reason is the effective more mobility carrier it is, due to that more mobility carrier it is that effective it is happening on. The inversion layer it is created by the vertical electrical field. Already we discussed that thing. Because of that particular gate voltage. A positive gate voltage produces force on the electrons in the inversion layers towards the surface. As the electrons travels through the channel towards the drain, they are attracted to the surface, but then are repelled by the localized Coulombic force. This effect is shown in figure and is called as a surface scattering. Here you are getting that particular surface scattering. How it is there. The effective carrier mobility is only a function of the electric field at the inversion layer and is independent of the oxide thickness. This is the oxide thickness independent of the. Here the effective carrier mobility is only the function of the electrical field at the inversion layer, okay, and is dependent on that particular oxide thickness. The effective mobility is given by this equation, and where mu 0 and E 0 are the constant determine the experimental results, right? So again, this mobility is the, again it is depends on that particular function of the, you can see the temperature also because of the lattice scattering, okay. That we will see in the next video, that how the that particular uh, temperature it is affecting on that thing. So this is the all about the whatever the effect are considered under the non-ideal voltage current characteristics, right? So if you are having any doubt, you can ask me. Be in touch and be safe. Study well. Thank you guys. And if you are having any query, you can ask.